Your dog trusts hundreds of people every day in small ways. The neighbor who walks past the fence, the stranger at the park, the friend who reaches down to pet them. But there are only a few things a dog does when trust goes deeper than comfort, deeper than routine, even deeper than affection. Because real trust to a dog is survival. It's the decision to stop watching for danger, to stop protecting themselves for a moment, to believe completely that someone else will keep them safe instead. And once a dog gives that kind of trust, they almost never take it back. Welcome back. Today, we're going through 10 signs your dog trusts you with their life. Not casual trust, not likes you. These are the behaviors that happen when a dog has decided deep in their nervous system that you are safety itself. Some of these signs are obvious. Most are incredibly subtle. A sleeping position, a single glance, the way they react when something scares them. But together, they reveal something extraordinary. Because if your dog does even a few of these things, you are not just your owner. You are their safe place in the world.
And number 10 may be the strongest act of trust a dog can ever give a human. Let's begin. Number 1, sleeping belly up near you. You've seen this before. Your dog stretches out across the floor, legs loose, stomach exposed, completely relaxed. Sometimes they do it beside the couch, sometimes at the foot of your bed, sometimes directly in the middle of the hallway like they own the place. It looks funny, but biologically, it's enormous. A dog's stomach is one of the most vulnerable parts of their body. Vital organs, soft tissue, no protection. In the wild, exposing the belly at the wrong moment could be fatal. That's why anxious dogs rarely sleep this way. Even rescue dogs who've experienced instability often sleep curled tightly for weeks or months after adoption. Their nervous system stays guarded, protective, ready to react. But when a dog rolls onto its back near you and falls fully asleep, something remarkable has happened. Its body has stopped preparing for danger. Research into canine stress behavior shows that truly relaxed sleep positions only appear when dogs feel physically and emotionally secure in their environment. And notice something else. Dogs rarely choose this position everywhere. Some dogs only do it around one specific person, you. That means your presence changes their nervous system. Your existence lowers their alertness enough for them to surrender complete physical vulnerability. Think about how profound that really is. An animal descended from survival-driven predators is lying unconscious with its most vulnerable organs exposed because somewhere deep in its instincts it believes, if this person is here, nothing bad will happen to me. That is not comfort. That is trust at the level of survival. And the next sign is quieter, but somehow even deeper. Number 2, checking your reaction before reacting themselves. A loud noise outside. A stranger enters the room. Something unexpected happens during a walk, and before your dog decides what to do, they look at you just for a second. That glance matters more than most people realize. Behaviorists call this social referencing. Dogs constantly study human emotional reactions to decide whether a situation is safe or dangerous. In experiments, dogs repeatedly looked to trusted humans before approaching unfamiliar objects or environments. But here's what makes this powerful. They don't do this with everyone. A dog only uses someone as an emotional reference point when they believe that person understands the world better than they do. Think about that. Your dog is outsourcing safety decisions to you. That tiny glance says, if you're calm, I can be calm too. You become their emotional compass. Puppies do this naturally with their mothers. Deeply bonded dogs eventually do it with their humans too. And over time, the behavior becomes automatic. Thunder shakes the windows. Your dog looks at you. A strange dog approaches. They check your face first. The vacuum cleaner suddenly crashes into the wall. Again, they look at you. Not because they're weak, because they trust your judgment more than their instincts. And when an animal trusts someone more than fear itself, that bond becomes incredibly powerful. But the next sign happens when your dog is scared, and it reveals exactly where safety lives. Number 3, running to you when frightened. Fear reveals loyalty faster than almost anything else, because in moments of panic, the brain stops pretending. It goes straight to whatever feels safest. Watch what your dog does during fireworks or thunder, or when something unfamiliar startles them during a walk. Some dogs hide under beds, some freeze, some pace nervously through the house. But deeply bonded dogs often do one specific thing first. They come to you, not away from danger, toward you. That distinction matters. Researchers studying attachment patterns in dogs discovered something fascinating. Many dogs treat trusted humans the same way young children treat secure parents. A safe base, a place the nervous system returns to when the world suddenly feels unpredictable. That's why frightened dogs press against your legs, why they wedge themselves beside you on the couch, why they push their head into your chest during storms. Your body becomes shelter. And there's another layer to this most people miss. Sometimes your dog isn't asking you to remove the fear. They just want to experience it beside you. That's trust in its purest form. I can survive this if you're here. Stay with us, because number 4 looks small, but behaviorists consider it one of the clearest indicators of emotional security in dogs. Number 4, taking food gently from your hand. Every dog loves food, but trust changes how they receive it. A nervous or insecure dog often grabs quickly, hard mouth, fast movements, immediate retreat. Their brain says, take it before it disappears. But dogs who trust deeply behave differently. They slow down, they approach carefully, they soften their mouth. Sometimes they pause entirely until you encourage them. That gentleness is learned emotional safety, because eating creates vulnerability in animals. Attention narrows, guard drops, survival instincts activate around resources. That's why resource guarding exists in the first place. But when your dog delicately takes food from your fingers without tension or urgency, they are communicating something incredibly important. I know you would never use my needs against me. And older dogs often show this most clearly, especially dogs who once experienced neglect or competition around food. The first time a formerly anxious dog takes a treat slowly from your hand, without fear, without suspicion, it's one of the quietest breakthroughs imaginable, because trust has finally replaced survival mode. And the next sign might be the most misunderstood behavior dogs have. Number 5, sighing when they lie beside you. Your dog circles once, lowers themselves onto the floor, and then comes the sound, that long, slow sigh. Most people hear it and think nothing of it, but physiologically, that moment is extremely revealing. Dogs release deep sighs when their body transitions out of alertness and into relaxation. Heart rate lowers, muscles soften, breathing deepens. It's the nervous system powering down. And dogs do this most consistently in spaces where they feel completely safe. Now pay attention to when it happens. Many dogs sigh specifically after settling beside their favorite person, not alone in another room, beside you. It's the canine equivalent of saying, okay, I can finally relax now. Some dogs even physically lean against you as they do it. That pressure isn't random either. Gentle body contact releases calming neurochemical responses in bonded dogs, lowering stress and reinforcing feelings of security. Your presence literally changes their physiology. That sigh you hear at night while they settle against the couch, that's your dog's body releasing tension because you are finally close enough for them to feel safe. And once you notice it, you'll hear it everywhere. But the next sign is one of the strongest displays of emotional trust any animal can show. Number 7, making sustained eye contact. For humans, eye contact feels normal. For dogs, prolonged staring can be threatening. In canine social behavior, direct eye contact between unfamiliar dogs is often used as dominance or challenge behavior. That's why many nervous dogs avoid staring directly at humans they don't fully trust. But bonded dogs do something completely different. They seek eye contact softly, calmly, voluntarily. And when they hold your gaze with relaxed eyes, something extraordinary happens inside both of your brains. Studies measuring oxytocin levels, the same bonding hormone heavily involved in parent-child attachment, found that mutual gazing between dogs and humans increases oxytocin in both species. In other words, your dog's brain chemically bonds with you through eye contact. That soft stare across the room, that quiet moment during a walk, that look they give you before falling asleep, none of it is accidental. They are emotionally connecting. And notice how different it feels from ordinary staring. There's no tension in it, no demand, just presence. A calm, steady expression that says, I know you, I trust you, I feel safe with you. Some dogs even develop check-in eyes during walks, constantly glancing back simply to confirm connection, not because they're lost, because they want reassurance that the bond is still there. And number 7 proves something even deeper. Your dog trusts you enough to lose control around you. Number 7, zoomies in your presence. Suddenly, the house explodes. Your dog sprints through the hallway at impossible speed, launches off furniture, slides across the floor, spins in circles, and looks completely unhinged for 30 straight seconds. It's hilarious, but hidden inside that chaos is a major sign of trust. Zoomies, technically called frenetic random activity periods, are often associated with emotional release. Dogs tend to zoom when tension leaves the body, after baths, after stressful situations, after being reunited with people they love, and most importantly, in environments where they feel safe enough to act uninhibited. Think about what zoomies actually are: a total surrender of dignity, coordination, self-consciousness. Your dog becomes pure instinctive joy, and animals do not behave that freely in environments where they feel unsafe. A guarded dog stays controlled. A trusting dog lets go. That wild sprint through the living room is your dog's nervous system saying, I don't need to protect myself right now. Which is why deeply bonded dogs often have the biggest zoomies around their favorite humans. Joy requires safety, and your dog has connected that feeling to you. But the next sign is quieter than all the others and unbelievably emotional once you understand it. Number 8, sleeping deeper when you are nearby. Not just sleeping, deep sleeping, twitching paws, dream movements, heavy breathing, complete unconsciousness. Dogs only enter their deepest sleep cycles when their brain believes the environment is secure. In unfamiliar places, many dogs stay semi-alert even while resting. Their sleep becomes lighter, easier to interrupt. But around trusted humans, something changes. The nervous system stops scanning constantly for danger. That's why some dogs sleep dramatically harder beside specific people. You'll notice it during road trips, hotel stays, vet visits, new environments. Your dog may remain restless until you sit beside them. Then suddenly, sleep. Not because the environment changed, because their safety signal arrived. You. And this becomes especially visible in aging dogs. Older dogs often struggle with uncertainty as hearing weakens and eyesight fades, but deeply bonded senior dogs frequently compensate by staying physically close to trusted humans while resting. Your proximity becomes orientation. Your presence becomes stability. That sleepy old face resting peacefully beside your chair, that's not dependence, that's profound emotional trust. And number 9 may completely change how you interpret one behavior your dog does every single day. Number 9, bringing you into new experiences first. Your dog discovers something exciting outside. A smell in the grass, a strange object, a new toy. And what do? They immediately turn back toward you. Some dogs even run over and try to physically lead you there. That impulse matters. In social animals, important discoveries are often shared within trusted groups. Wolves do this. Primates do this. Humans do this too. Because excitement naturally seeks connection. Your dog doesn't just experience the world alone. They want you involved. That's why they proudly bring sticks to you, why they look back during walks, why they seem desperate for you to witness things they find interesting. Not for approval, for participation. You are part of their emotional world, and deeply bonded dogs often struggle to fully enjoy exciting moments unless their trusted human is included somehow. Watch dogs at parks carefully. Many run out ahead, then repeatedly turn around to locate their person before continuing. That's not insecurity. That's attachment. Your presence completes the experience. And now, number 10. This is the one behavior many owners experience without realizing how emotionally significant it truly is. Number 10. Relaxing immediately when you touch them. Your dog is nervous, maybe at the vet, maybe during thunder, maybe after hearing a strange sound outside. Their breathing changes, body stiffens, eyes stay alert, and then you place your hand gently on them. Suddenly, everything softens. The breathing slows, muscles release. They lean into your touch instead of away. That response is incredibly powerful, because touch only calms an animal when the nervous system associates that touch with safety. Otherwise, stress increases. Researchers studying canine-human bonding have repeatedly observed reductions in stress responses during contact with trusted humans. Heart rate lowers. Cortisol decreases. Physical tension reduces. Your touch becomes regulation. Think about what that means. Your dog has learned through experience that your hands do not bring harm. They bring comfort, relief, safety. And for rescue dogs especially, this can take months or even years to develop. The first time a traumatized dog melts into human touch instead of flinching away, something enormous has healed inside them. Because trust is no longer intellectual, it's physical, automatic, built directly into the body. And once a dog reaches that point with you, the bond becomes almost impossible to break. Your dog may never understand your job, your schedule, your worries, your plans for the future. But they understand something much more important. How your presence feels. Safe, predictable, protective. And to a dog, those things are love. Not the human version, built from words and promises. The older version. The deeper version. The kind built from nervous systems learning they can finally rest beside someone without fear. So the next time your dog sighs beside you, looks at you during a storm, falls asleep belly up near your feet, or relaxes instantly under your hand, understand what you are really seeing. An animal trusting you with the one thing evolution taught them never to risk carelessly: their safety. And once a dog gives someone that trust, it may be the purest relationship they ever know. If your dog does any of these, tell us which one in the comments. And if there's a moment your dog showed you complete trust, share that story too. Because sometimes the smallest behaviors carry the deepest meaning. Subscribe for more videos exploring the hidden emotional world of dogs. And we'll see you in the next one.